Imagine you're sitting right now, scrolling, and you see this. Before the uniforms, before the rank, before the applause, there was just a quiet man pushing a mop down a Navy hallway. No one looked twice. No one asked his story. But one question, one joke, revealed everything. If you're here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe because stories like this remind us that greatness often hides in plain sight. They called him Eli Ward. A single dad, mid-40s, hair touched by early gray, back slightly bent from time and things he never talked about. He worked night shift janitorial duty at Naval Base Coronado, sweeping the very floors where heroes walked. Every day, sailors passed him without noticing. Fresh recruits whispered, "Why's that old guy cleaning? Must have never done anything with his life." But Eli didn't respond. He smiled, quietly, politely, then kept sweeping. What they didn't know was that every morning, after his shift, he packed his daughter Lily's lunch, braided her hair, walked her to school, and kissed her forehead like she was the only treasure he'd ever found. Because she was. Her mother, his wife, had been lost years earlier. No grand tragedy, no dramatic explosion. Just illness. Slow, cruel, unstoppable. Eli had sold everything to give her time. Military pension, house, medals, gone. All that remained were memories. And Lily. His world. One day, something unusual happened on base. The Navy was hosting a full brass inspection. Admirals, command staff, decorated officers, everyone was present. The corridors gleamed. Tension crackled. Recruits moved in perfect straight lines. Eli was there, card in hand, just trying to finish his shift before Lily's school play that evening. That's when Admiral Carver walked by. Carver was known for being sharp, commanding, the kind of man whose footsteps alone could freeze a room. He noticed Eli cleaning near the strategy hall. "Janitor," Carver said casually, with that tone people use when they're not really speaking to someone. "You've been here a while, right?" "Yes, sir," Eli responded, gentle and respectful. Carver smirked at the officers beside him. "You ever serve? Or you just sweep up after those who do?" A few of the officers chuckled. Eli paused. Not offended. Just thoughtful. "Yes, sir. I served." Carver raised a brow, amused. "Oh. And what was your kill count?" He asked it as a joke. As if to say, who would a janitor have ever fought? The hallway quieted. It wasn't the question. It was the tone. Eli didn't straighten. He didn't boast. He didn't even look up. He just spoke softly, like remembering a shadow. 419 confirmed, he said. Silence crashed through the hall. The officers stopped moving. Eyes widened. Someone nearly dropped a clipboard. Carver's face shifted. Confusion. Shock. Then recognition. Because the number wasn't random. It was legend. It belonged to a whispered name. A ghost in military folklore. A soldier who had been deployed in the most dangerous missions across continents. A sniper known only by the call sign. Wraith. Carver's voice lowered, no longer amused. "State your full service record." Eli slowly lifted his head. And for the first time, Carver saw his eyes. Calm. Deep. The kind of eyes that had seen war too closely. "Master Chief Petty Officer Elias Ward," he said softly. "Former Recon, Naval Special Warfare, attached to Task Force Phoenix, call sign, Wraith." Someone whispered, "No way." Wraith was the operator elite units called when situations were beyond impossible. His missions were sealed. His existence denied. A man half legend, half myth. Carver swallowed. "Why are you here?" "Cleaning floors." Eli looked down at his hands. "Scarred. Tired. When my wife got sick. Insurance wouldn't cover the treatments," he said quietly. "I sold everything. The medals didn't matter. The title didn't matter. Only time with her mattered. After she passed." He exhaled softly. "I needed work that let me be home for my daughter. This job gives me that." There was no pity in his voice. Just truth. The hall stayed silent long after he left. Word spread through the base like wildfire. And yet Eli never changed. He worked. He cared for Lily. He stayed humble. But the Navy changed. Officers began greeting him. Recruits saluted him out of instinct, even though he didn't wear rank. The base commander quietly had his records restored. Not for glory, but for legacy. One evening, Lily's school play came. She scanned the crowd nervously, hoping her father would make it. And he did. Running in at the last minute, still in his janitor uniform, mop water still drying on his boots. She saw him. Her face lit up like sunrise. When the play ended, she rushed into his arms. "You made it. Always," he whispered. "I'll always make it." Behind them, Admiral Carver approached quietly, removed his hat, and bowed his head, not as a superior officer, but as a man respecting another. "Master Chief, if the time ever comes and you want your uniform back, your place is waiting." Eli shook his head gently. "Thank you, sir. But my mission now is here." He looked at Lily, who was holding his hand. Carver understood. Not all heroes return to war. Some choose to heal. Some choose to raise light instead of fighting shadows. So next time you see someone working quietly, someone overlooked, someone ordinary, remember, heroes don't always wear rank. Some push mops. Some make lunches. Some build futures, one child at a time. If this story moved you, even a little, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because the world needs more reminders like this. More hope, more humanity, and maybe, more people like Eli Ward.